Yeah, baby. Fire it up. Hey folks, welcome to the Matt Potts Gamecast. I am Matt Potts, and for your pleasure this evening, I have brought with me the master of class himself, MadCircle70. Say hello, MadCircle.
Hey now, everybody.
So, if you don't know who MadCircle is, he is a certifiable genius in the game of The Last of Us that we are currently in. And he is a well-respected community member because he's just an all-around good guy, aren't you, MadCircle?
Let's be real. I am arguably one of the most badass members of this community.
No doubt,
Let's
no
be
doubt,
real.
sir. No, okay. Clearly, everybody already knows this. Everybody knows this. But you're also a nice guy while you were horribly thrashing anyone who mere looks in your direction the wrong way. We know of your wrath, and I fear you regularly.
Oh, no. I'm a badass as in a contributing member to society, family man.
So this is interesting. We were discussing this briefly beforehand about the idea of character personas versus who you are in real life. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and then you shared some information with me, and I will let you reiterate as much of this as you'd like.
Oh sure. I have a big basis on the idea that people who develop a YouTube channel and then who they are in real life are usually a lot different.
Okay.
And I've seen it firsthand, and you know, a lot of people don't know this, but the whole MadCircle70 idea is really just a persona. It's a character.
What? What is it?
Blown up
What?
For reasons. I'm not that much of a douchebag in real life, but well, arguably I am an asshole by trade. But
So
but
you're
I'm a
into
very humble
the
person, too.
trade industries of assholes. Is that
Yes.
accurate? Okay.
Yes, that's very accurate to say.
So you're a politician, is what you're saying. You're a politician.
I'm a master debater
Oh.
of a lot of things.
So I have noticed that it is a pretty common thing for people to have, an online character. Not going to name names, but I think we can both think of probably a prime example of somebody who, you speak with is generally mellow, and then they get behind the mic, and all of a sudden it's an alter ego that comes out.
Absolutely. I can name a whole lot of
Yeah.
a lot of folks who I've grown to known over a couple years, and yes, a lot of it is an act.
So
Also a tough guy.
here's the question: Why have a different and so the reason I ask is I guess I'm a bit of an anomaly if that's the norm, because I feel like I deliberately don't want a personality that's different. Like, I feel like I really do want to be me. I use my real name. I use me. I try to be me. Sometimes I have a radio voice when, like when I'll introduce a segment or a person or something. I kind of get this radio voice, and then it seems a little cheesy and fake sometimes.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah.
Everybody, welcome to the show. Like, I do that. I do that sometimes, but I generally I like and respect characters. I love them. I'm a big fan of impressions. I'm a big fan of acts and actors and that whole, like, all of that. That world is fascinating to me. But for me, I don't know if maybe I'm not that personality, or I don't have that creative touch. Like, maybe that's not the way I'm creative. I don't know. Or maybe I do have a character and I don't realize I have a character. So I'm curious to understand.
It slowly develops in time. You got to understand that. It's not something that you decide to wake up the next day and say, oh, hey, I'm going to be a loudmouth asshole. And you're really shy in real life.
So what happened?
Worse.
I'm not going to deny that.
it's like beer times 10. It just amplifies your personality.
I'm gonna be honest. I like the idea of beer times 10.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious times 10. So in your case, then, do you think for that phrase? Like as soon as you turn the mic off, you throw your hat down. You're like, "Fuck! I'm glad this shit's over. I'm gonna punch out and go home. Enough."
That's exactly right.
That's so. That's cool and all, but do you ever find that who you are tends to bleed into these characters anyways? Like,
Yes,
or maybe it's not,
absolutely.
like, maybe character is the wrong word or personality is the wrong word, but this persona that you
I
have
think I think
online.
I think everyone has their line, and it's they don't want to cross a certain line into giving away too much of themselves online.
Mhm.
Meaning, like maybe okay, well, I didn't want to say that I'm married, or I didn't want to say that I have kids, or I didn't want to say that everyone has their I didn't
Yeah,
want to give away any indications of my own true self.
yeah.
That way that I can hide behind this blanket of MadCircle70.
I think I
Unfortunately, over a period of time, you know, you start uh, I guess I guess keeping it interesting at the same time trying to come up with different ideas, and that's one thing that I did, and so I incorporated my family into early videos,
mhm.
and you can't go back on that once you expose
I
one way,
did
shape,
that
or form.
too when I was in my earlier streaming. I was playing Lego Marvel with my kids on stream, and my
Hmm.
wife was not happy about that. For a number of reasons, she
I
felt like
got you.
that wasn't a good idea, and we talked, and then I agreed that it probably wasn't a good idea for now. But like
And
they'll sneak past
my
camera and
wife
sneak a
shares that
peek,
too.
but I don't promote them. Like I was promoting it as family time, so
I got you. I
that
got you.
was the shtick, and you know I don't really need to be doing that. When they get older, if they want to do something like that, that's their choice. But I don't.
Hmm.
I
Right.
kind of thought about it, and it was a little bit exploitive, and
Hmm.
I don't like that, and it could lead to dangerous situations in extreme cases. Now it's high
Yes,
odds are
absolutely.
it's not going to happen, but I don't want to be the fucking sore schmuck that happens to roll the dice and roll snake eyes, and all of a sudden somebody's threatening my children unless I like blackmail or just regular threats that I now have to take seriously, or those kinds of things. And I think that kind of has its benefits with an online persona and having, like you said, that blanket where you can just kind of become what you want, do what you
Hmm.
want, say what you want, and at the end of the day, you can throw that persona in the garbage and create a totally new persona if that's what you desire. And
Yep.
you know, you're still you. You haven't destroyed you. You haven't altered you. You're still you. And in the end, you can do that as much. It's like a safety net. It's like a safety net where you can
Exactly.
do that.
Exactly right.
You can kind of be free, and you know that if you fall, you know, it's not really real. You know,
Exactly.
so I think
Exactly. And that becomes a struggle of blending the difference between gaming and real life.
I can understand that. I can understand like there's clearly a list of benefits. I just
Mhm.
I don't know why. I don't know why I don't personally I don't want to do that. Maybe I'm asking for trouble. Maybe I am.
In some ways you are. But I've also taken upon myself to utilize my real life and experiences and everything to tell stories and share
Mhm.
stories in hopes that it'll help someone else out. And it has. I've gotten
Well, that's
messages
great.
from people who've watched streams and been in some really hairy situations and was like, hey, um, that that helped. I mean, help from people. I've had people who were thinking about adopting kids, about getting married, and it's like,
Mhm.
who the hell am I? I'm nobody. But they were asking me advice.
Well, this is the interesting thing is you're not nobody though. You're somebody, and everybody can say that ironically, but at the same
Right.
time, you're in a unique position when you're streaming or when you're putting yourself out there online. Um, it's not even that you're the center of the attention. You're kind of up on a podium.
Yes.
And when you're up on the podium, naturally you're a leader. Naturally. The people who view you are like the people in an audience while you're giving a speech. They're watching and they're listening for you. They're following your cues, your lead. They can respond if that's the forum, if that's the format. But when they respond, they're not responding as if they're taking the floor. They're stepping into the circle and they are speaking their piece and then stepping back and then hearing what you have to say. So by those means, you're a leader, and because of that, people will look up to you to a certain degree, and they'll look at you and say, okay, I have a problem. I don't know who else to ask. Hey, do you have any ideas? And that could be for a number of reasons. It could be because they see the type of person or persona that they believe your person to be, and they think, okay, this would be a good idea. Or they've run out of ideas. They're like, I gotta figure this out. I'm already here. Why not ask you? It could be a number of things, or both of those, right?
And the anonymity is part of it too, where they can say, "Oh, well, I'll just ask this random person who I really don't know, and you know what? Maybe something will click, and that'll give me an answer to my problem."
Well, that's really interesting too, because you're absolutely right. You can turn around, being completely anonymous, and say, you know, in the case of what you were saying with adoption, they can say, I think I want to adopt, but at the same time, I don't really like kids, and I'm kind of doing this for my wife. What do you like? You know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden, you can't say that with your fucking family, because your family's going to look at you and be like, what kind of monster are you? Who doesn't like children, right? That's how a lot of people feel. But fact is you know, some people have real concerns about these kinds of issues and how they feel, and it's not something that they can share with people they associate with because of stigma or because of fear of retribution or fear of judgment and things like that. So it's really easy to just kind of hide behind something, hide behind some characters and say, hey, what about this? What do you think? Because this is how I feel.
What do you think about this? Yep.
Yeah. You know, so I think I get it. I really do. I get it.
And people, and when you break people down, people love to be able to relate to one another too. So
yeah.
They love finding common ground. Like, for example, I can already know common ground with you. We both are married with kids. We're, 30s, full-time jobs, and do this kind of bullshit hobby on the side. I mean, so we can relate to many things. I mean, and you're Canadian. I mean, I'm not going to hold that against you, but I mean, still. I mean, let's be real.
It's okay. It's okay. A lot of people are intimidated because of the high natural stature of Canadians. You know, how everybody in the world loves us, and you know, we're the best looking, and all of that. All of these things that are just common knowledge. People get threatened by it. I'm really glad that that's not you, MadCircle. I'm glad that
that's what's about. That's what's all about.
I don't realize I do that.
Crowbar that in there somewhere. I was going to crowbar that in somewhere into this conversation.
I honestly, I try so hard. Like I've never been so conscious of it because I've never realized I've been the one doing it. It's always been I don't speak like that. Other people speak like that. Like I'm not I'm not Rick Moranis, eh? I'm not that guy. Like I'm not. That's kind of how I viewed that stereotypical Canadian, you know, not like the Mackenzie brothers.
Other Canadians who oh jeez,
like like
other Canadian guys who I've played with, they can put that fake Canadian accent on like a light. You're one of the few that can't, and that's so funny.
It's really weird. Like the only Canadian accent I can like put on as a fake is that Mackenzie brothers accent. He's a hoser. He's totally a fake accent, but you know, I come from Saskatchewan, and that's the thing that I know. I can do that, but like apparently I say oot when I say out. I don't know.
You just say oot. You just say.
See,
oot.
I don't.
We're gonna figure this out.
Well, it's about
That's
time.
exactly what you said. You want a quick story?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here you go.
How about
I
this?
met your
How
mother.
about this? Let's get a game going,
Oh, yeah,
and
fire it
we'll
up.
keep the game going, and then let's begin your story as we game.
Me and my wife, started to watch How I Met Your Mother,
Yeah.
like, from beginning to end. Like we never watched it when it was out and about, in a boot. So she turned to me one night. It was like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, and she said, "Do Canadians really talk like that?" And
Oh, jeez.
I said, yes, they absolutely can. So I called up Devlin at like 12:30 in the morning, just so that she could hear this
You're not
and
making
hear
it
how
up.
they talk. I'm
That's wonderful.
12:30 in the morning. I call up Devlin and say, "Hey, Devlin, I need you to talk Canadian to my wife so that she can understand how they're talking on the TV show."
That
Explain the
is
whole thing.
that is
He
brilliant.
rips right into this whole Canadian accent. Goes on for like this 2-minute rant. We're dying laughing. And I said, "Well, that's all I need for you, bud." That was everything.
That's fantastic. See, the thing is, though, is well, Devlin's actually not too far away from me. He's only a few hours away from me, so I bet you he sounds like he'll do a lot of the same stuff that I allegedly do, that I will neither confirm nor deny.
He can just flip that shit on.
See, I don't know how to do that. I don't.
They're good.
I don't know. You know.
He's a prime example of that. He's a prime example of that. Because there's a big difference between Luke and Devlin. Devlin Gaming,
Yeah.
his fake persona, where he was Mr. Nicey Nice Boy Scout. Luke, in real life, is a savage, and is such a great personality.
So,
like,
that's unfortunate.
Like if he would have did that, if he would have been Luke versus Devlin, he would have been a hell of a lot more successful.
You know, that's the thing, that when I hear that is, you have that in real life. You just have this special kind of personality, but then you dumb it down. Like, that seems backwards to me. You know what I mean? Like, it seems
He wanted to be was his way of being nice and not cussing and everything else. He wanted to put out what he thought the people wanted.
If you want to make PG content, then I can understand that, but
yes.
You spot anything? Oh, some on the left.
Or anybody over here?
I think all the action's on the left here. Oh, fuck. Okay. I seem to be holding off some folks.
Down one uniform.
Got you, buddy.
Hey. Some of the other folks that I met too. I mean, just really great personalities in this community.
Fucker ain't getting up.
Ah, that guy died. I'm gonna die too, but that's okay. There's another guy over here by me. You're over there. Never mind.
I'm over here. Over here.
Yeah, so I never, it crossed my mind briefly, but it never really took root to make a character or a personality. Maybe I don't have, like I said, maybe I don't have that aspect of creativity. Maybe I would be a horrible actor. I can't say.
My whole big thing was how bad I was at video games. That was my shtick. That was my go-to thing.
Wait, you mean to tell me that that's not true?
I'm bad, but I'm not anywhere near as bad as how I make myself out to be on purpose.
Now that is exciting news.
It's not really exciting news.
It's exciting news.
I'm still bad. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. You could be a pariah. Ooh, how do you like that, buddy? How do you like? Oh no! Molly.
Like I go down right there. I mean, so yeah.
What happened to you there? How'd you go down?
Silent
Hey,
burst
watch my
rifle
ass.
camping in the window.
Fucking cunts. Every time.
All
Every
done.
time.
Let's go.
I got nothing over by me at the moment.
Oh, they're all 4 of them are at the liquor store.
Oh, good. Making my way downtown to the liquor store. I'm gonna see if I can come around for a flankety flank.
Just went left. So
Apparently, my trigger finger's a little gimped.
got one. Oh, the other one just camping behind the file cabinet with a burst rifle. That's the same guy.
I think we've figured out his strategy.
And a Spectre. Burst rifle and a Spectre.
Like a true hero.
Yep.
Good thing this guy over here, who's this? Kim the first, KMB, whatever that's. I assume that's Kim. I don't know how else you pronounce those letters. Looks like we got some trouble
Ah!
over by Austin's dad.
Ghost Rider. Knock me out.
Okay, there were 2 guys over here. See, like I said, Cirque,
What's that?
I'm fucking sucking, dude. 1, 1, and 4.
Well, I mean, I'm pressing circles so I can put up walls and ramps, and it's just not working.
I have that exact same problem. I did the. Oh! Is that? No, that's
It's
not.
ours. It's ours. It's ours.
I had that exact same problem where I played a game of The Last of Us before doing the last Gamecast, and I forget why. It was for the Telu Olympics. That's right. I did that, and then I did the Gamecast later that night, and immediately, like when I did the Telu Olympics, I fell right into it. Everything was just flowing nicely, and it felt very natural. And then I did Fortnite, and I was pressing circle to duck, and things like that.
That's
Pressing
exactly
L2 to
how
run.
I am. That's exactly how I am. And hold on. Right there's Molly. There we go. Oh, and I get Molly too. It's like my old mind can't wrap around with 2 different controller configurations.
That one. Fly, watch yourself.
Like when I was playing the Division and then trying to play Telu, I was screwed. Absolutely screwed. I just tried to hold down L3 to run.
I'll fix you up.
I just pressed square to try to revive that other guy, and he died because I pressed the wrong button.
That one's dead. Uniform down.
Oh, a little bit of a boost.
I just tried to jump over this guy.
No! Wrong way. I would have got him.
I totally tried to press X and jump over him. That's great. I'm not kidding. That's funny.
That muscle memory. See, that's the benefit of playing exclusive games. That's what I, until recently, that's what I had done. It just exclusively one game at a time. Like I played Telu exclusively from launch till Destiny came out. Then I played Destiny, and then I went back to Telu, and then now I've diversified.
So many mollies. God. Best.
I got fucking wasted by that dude.
Hey, that guy's not getting up.
Lovely. Sudden death.
Can't hide now. Can't hide now. Horse is down. Oh, I'm
Smoke
gonna
out! I'm set, watch your ass!
Hooked him.
Shit!
Hey, I am.
Fuck, behind you. One shot.
Yeah,
Indeed,
one
one
shot,
shot. Indeed, one shot. You got this, Cirque. Let me get on the cams. Okay, so where'd I see one? Okay,
I don't
getting
know.
him.
But I need the parts to feed my clan.
Okay, I'm not seeing anyone, so they must be up by the water tower. Or up by the top.
Yep, they are.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. The Office of Agriculture. There's at least 2. Probably, yeah, well, only 2. Yeah, the only 2. That's where they are. With eyes on MadCircle, the pressure is mounting.
Good to go. Torrance, over there!
You can get him. Yeah.
Shit, I have to wrap this.
Is that it? Just this one guy?
There's one guy left, yeah. Oh, did you get him, Cirque? Oh, we got you? How?
You got me. I don't know. It landed in front of that pile.
Yeah,
Ain't no
that's
way.
confusing.
Torrance, over here and help me out!
Here, pick me up.
You got a second chance.
Glad
You
you
can do
covered
this.
my ass.
He's still there. He's not leaving.
Okay.
Smoke out!
Got him.
Here we go.
I'm down.
Game. So I didn't do so well. I didn't do as well as I would have
Could
liked.
be worse.
So let's. Do you want to keep the same lobby or new lobby?
GG's no re.
What's that?
GG's no re. Leg out.
I was gonna say I didn't even
Wanna hear what they were
understand.
talking.
I didn't understand what you were saying at all. GG
Oh,
something
GG's,
something.
the games.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you said GG's and I didn't hear what the second part was. It's because I'm deaf.
No re. That's because you're deaf.
Yeah.
No rematch.
I understand now. Thank you for educating me, MadCircle70.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
You kids these days with your lingo.
Your lingo.
Your lingo. These kids. You kids these days with the lingo.
Use kids.
Use kids.
What else you got?
Good question. What else do I got? I got lots of words. But it is not because I'm Canadian. I can promise you that. Wow, we're not playing a game here. All right, let's back out. We'll wait a sec. You know, in the meantime,
Let's back out.
in the meantime, why don't we launch
Party,
ourselves
right?
into a segment, sir?
Oh, good segue.
Good segue. The best. Here we go.
They're now the #1 killer of people under the age of 50.
A dangerous social media trend.
That Adam may have carried out the shooting in a manner consistent with video gaming.
Kim Jong-un calling him a mentally deranged dotard.
And we are
This is called
calling it
Thoughts On.
iPhone. In Ontario, only the government will be allowed to sell non-medical marijuana.
Tom Petty's music embodied the essence of rock and roll.
We're witnessing a ripple effect from Charlottesville.
This is Thoughts On with Matt Potts.
So the thoughts on topic for today: genocide. Genocide is our topic, as suggested by a member of the community. MadCircle70 was not aware that this was going to be the topic, but I am curious to hear anything that he feels or knows or thinks about said subject, because I have some interesting things I would like to say about this subject.
What?
Yeah.
Why is that a topic?
Because it was suggested. Because someone, I asked my community, my Discord community, for suggestions of what they would like me to share some thoughts on, and wouldn't you know it, Valkyrie was the first one with a suggestion, and
that one out.
His suggestion was genocide, and I was going to save it, but when we spoke before this Gamecast, you expressed to me that you didn't want me to hold anything back or go all out or whatever words you said.
All out.
But
genocide.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I knew that genocide was popular in terms of history. In terms of history, genocide is not. The Holocaust isn't the only time it's ever happened. It is.
Oh, absolutely.
It is insanely popular, apparently, for people to obliterate other people. What I was surprised about, however, I did a bit of research on it. What I was really surprised about is the amount of documented genocides there are. People may keep them like
there are a lot.
Yeah, like thoroughly documented. Like I'm not talking about, just hey, at this time a lot of people were killed. No, like numbers, like numbers. Who did it? Why? Like all kinds of stuff. And it dates. It dates back as far as history dates back in terms of mass killings. Back.
Oh, yes.
Probably the most, if any of you guys watching or listening to this want to learn about a badass culture who were the cunt of the earth but were really, really good at running the earth by force, the Assyrians, way back, Mesopotamia nearly, like way back in early civilizations.
You're going to say the Mongols.
There's supplies in the air. There's uniforms skulking around too. Watch each other's backs.
Nah. No, I'm talking about the ancient badass motherfuckers who ruled the world as they knew it with an iron fist, effectively, for not just for a few years, for a fucking millennia. For millennia, they were top dog.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Genghis Khan was a cunt. I mean,
Genghis Khan, he's a completely different beast. That dude, that was true genocide there. That guy wiped out a lot of people, including the Chinese.
Right.
He dominated the fuck out of them, and I'm dominating the fuck out of this enemy team with these headshots. This is a miniature genocide right here, my friend, in the beginning. These fireflies.
So genocide is it like what? We're against? I mean, what
so,
are we talking about here?
Let me tell you the reasons why it should be accepted. So,
I thought it was going to be like I don't know, gun control or abortion or some some. But no, you went right to genocide.
We did gun control the last one, actually, the last Gamecast. We talked about that.
Did you really?
We did.
And what is Matt Potts? You don't have to give me a whole explanation, but what was your quick summation? For or against?
So, for, but to a certain degree. Like, I don't think it's necessary to take away guns from everybody. I do think it's necessary to take away guns from some people. And I do think that there should be certainly more mental health screening. Strict mental health screening, I think. Not just anybody should be able to get a gun. And I think that whoever gets a gun should have mandatory training. I think if you're going to have a gun, just like you need a license to drive a car. Therefore,
right.
To operate something that is intended to kill, you should have a license
Watch my ass.
that you went to a class for a few hours and learned about gun safety. You went to a shooting range with an instructor for an hour and you shot some guns and they showed you how not to kill yourself. Like, I think that should be mandatory. An 18-year-old can go to the fucking store and buy an AK and he's never fired it before. How? How is that even possible? Like, why an AK? Why should you have AKs? MadCircle, there's someone coming up near you on the walkway. Like, that's...
So what you just told me is that you are for... I mean, you are for guns. That's what you just told me.
Yeah, I am. I think there's nothing wrong with responsible gun owners having guns. Oh, you got fucked. But what I disagree with is oh.
One uniform killed.
You got fucked up, sir.
MadCircle is a gunner.
MadCircle is a gunner. Does MadCircle own any guns?
MadCircle owns a lot of guns. MadCircle carries guns.
MadCircle, like, do
Rewind.
you have a carry permit or a concealed carry permit?
Yes. Yep.
That's one.
Yes, I do.
Smoke. Watch it.
That is interesting.
I'm also a hunter.
See, I'm all for that. I think hunting's great.
Fucker ain't getting up. I'm down.
Where's the guy?
Can't keep going like this.
Torch down.
Fuck me.
Right there.
I am fucking them up. I am on it this game.
Okay, so what is... are we still on genocide?
Yeah. This is the segue. This is the segue into genocide, gun control. So let the record be set straight. I am against genocide. Just before anybody thinks that I'm going to be the devil's advocate on this, I'm not. I do like the idea of arguing for things that you shouldn't argue for just for the sake of doing it, but I'm not going to do that today. Certainly not on. Certainly
Where's
not
the
on the
guy
matter of
arguing
genocide.
pro-genocide?
Well, I've never heard of anybody arguing pro-genocide.
It's like somebody arguing pro-tactical shotgun.
That one sure is dead.
What's wrong with tactical shotgun, MadCircle?
I think you should need a license and take
a license for genocide.
A couple-hour course. No. To use a tactical shotgun.
One down.
No, that's fair. Where'd I get shot from?
I don't know. That guy with the silence HR, cover 3, sitting in corners.
There's a guy over by the bottom of the patio steps there. Just lost his armor.
Oh man, I just hit him twice. He's like fully weak.
So
he's about as weak as your argument for pro-genocide.
You know what? If this is what you want, MadCircle, I can give you an argument pro-genocide if that's really what you want. If you really want me to take the side of pro-genocide.
Oh, I can debate anything there, buddy. My wife will tell you I can argue till.
So do you want to take the side of pro-genocide here, MadCircle?
Are you really still on genocide?
Are we arguing for who's going to be pro-genocide here? I think that's the real question.
I thought that you were going to mix this up.
No, this is just going to be a talk about genocide. I wasn't planning on taking sides here.
Well, let's be real. Okay, if you have mass genocide, you'll cut down on the population.
Okay. Oh, I got fucked.
Substantially, which is great.
I'm down.
Who are the population?
Let's be real.
We're speaking about. That's the real question. You're not going to revive me, buddy? Oh no, there's a guy there. So, who are the populations? That's what we have to look at. Who are these people who deserve to be executed en masse?
Canadians.
Sons of bitches. Those fucking Canucks with their maple syrup and mooses. Why don't they say mooses? They just call them all moose. 1 moose, 5 moose,
Nope.
all moose.
No, I call them Mises. Meese. Meese, right?
Goose and geese, right? It makes sense. It makes sense. But those fucking Canucks with their hockey and overusing the letter O. Alright, I'll try to help you, MadCircle, but no promises.
So yeah, you cut down on the population. Maybe you get the gas prices down. You eliminate all the people that can't make left at a stoplight. You know, good times then.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have enough to balance the budget. Because our economy's screwed, so yeah. Healthcare will go down. We don't have universal healthcare like y'all do.
So, it's not quite universal. Not quite. It's, like...
Man, why am I just running right in the grocery?
Because they're no match for... What gun is that on your back? A semi? I didn't catch that.
Variable.
Variable. They're no match for your variable, that's why. That's why. They're getting lucky.
I'm just catching it. The armor.
So, we don't really have universal per se. Like, a trip to the doctor... That's free. If you want crutches, that's not free. A cast is free. If you need surgery, it's usually free unless it's a certain special kind of surgery.
So if you break your leg, it's free. But
if you want to use your broken leg in any realistic circumstance, yeah, you'll get fucking billed for crutches.
Huh.
And every province has their own individual health plan. So in Ontario, we have OHIP, the Ontario Health something plan, health insurance plan, whatever it's called. But the Ontario Health is only in Ontario, and they can do different things and cover different things in different places. I haven't looked too much into it because I don't fucking care outside of this province, but I'm sure maybe I'll make that a subject of another episode.
Okay.
First down.
Wait a sec. I'll fix you up.
That's one.
He's fucking dead.
Man, I couldn't wait to just shred that guy. Jesus. What a bitch.
That guy's not leaving.
Good to go.
So, genocide. Where we left off was the Assyrians, who basically fucking killed everybody who opposed them. And that's kind of the origins of genocide, is you would have a couple nations that would have a disagreement of some sort, go to war, and when you went to war, you didn't just kill the men, you killed the women, you killed the children, you killed everybody, and you didn't look back. Oh, I did better this game. And you didn't look back. And that was normal. And the definition of genocide is not just killing people. It's basically decimating a culture, whether it's by murder or by stripping them of their culture or segregation or things like that. Not to be confused with things like segregation and slavery. Those aren't genocide, although they're horrible. They're not the same. So, by that standard, you would have things where, like, you would have, for instance, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Assyrians who conquered Babylon. This one time, one of the times they did it. If my history's correct. And not only did they fucking beat the piss out of them, but they went into their cities and they took all the statues resembling gods. So what they did essentially is they stole their gods and they kept them. They didn't destroy them, they just took them. They kidnapped them. And their message here was, our gods are better than your gods. Your gods belong to us now. And you will now belong to us as well. And if you fuck around, we'll kill all of you. And that was the stance they took. And then there was a revolt later where Babylon tried to fight back, and then they got fucked again. And you know, it became another one of those things where, you know, people would stand up and they'd get butchered. And that was kind of how the origins of genocide started, but it wasn't with the intention of saying, I don't like this race, I'm going to kill this race. It was more, this is a war, or this is for control of the world in that way. It's kind of the same thing, but it's not the same thing. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Like it's a far cry different than what was going on in Nazi Germany, you know, within the last century. It's completely different. But at the same time, not, because that's kind of what they were doing. They wanted world power, and they wanted to remove people they felt were a problem. Now, go ahead.
So in the genocide stance, it sounds like you're pro-Hitler.
You know, I think he's terribly misunderstood. I can't even say it with a straight face. It's actually
That's what
really
I got out of the argument.
It's really interesting because that motherfucker was doped up. There's a lot of evidence that's come out to show that on both sides of
we got this.
The Allies and the Axis, using amphetamines and other forms of chemicals to amp up your soldiers. It was apparently very, very common.
Watch out for the clown.
There's two of them. Yeah, I was about to kill him, and then his buddy came in. Butter Irish, or whatever his name is. Butt Irish chick. I don't even know what that is. So, yeah. Hitler himself, apparently, you can watch, like, old footage where you see him giving speeches, and you can see how his demeanor was, and then you see him, like, at the, if I'm not mistaken, like, the Olympic Games, I think is a good example, where you see him, and you see him just kind of, like, antsy in his seat. Well, what are you doing, Wolver? What on earth? And yeah, a lot of it is attributed to the widespread use of amphetamines. Like, they would, you know, they say, hey, eat these, and then you're going to go on this campaign. And they'd be jacked out of their fucking minds, be like, what? You want us to run in through these trenches and throw grenades 10 feet away? Fuck yeah, let's do it! And then they go in and they just...
Let's do it, right. And then
yeah. Good job, MadCircle.
Don't worry, boys. I got him. Don't worry, fellas.
I was going to come in for flankety flank. Oh, you got him too.
I'm dead.
Fuck, he breathed out.
I'll fix you up.
Thanks.
You know, I wish in Fortnite you could do multi-revives and get the faster revive like you can in Tlu.
Hey, that's something. We should submit that into the devs, because they actually listen to the community.
Yeah, that's actually very true and very awesome.
But granted, the game's still fairly new, and it's not 4 years old. They haven't moved on to another one. I mean, it's
that is also true.
They're not working on the second one, you know. So yeah.
That'll teach you.
I got shredded by 2 burst rifles. Huh. That happened.
Yes, it did. I need health. Oh, I got shot in the face. That guy's gonna get a revive now. Piece of shit. Oh, MadCircle. You could be my hero, baby.
I thought you said there's 2 of them.
Yeah, they're over there. They're at the door entrance on the other side.
Buddy.
That's okay. So yeah, back to genocide. I did a bit of research, and I noticed that fairly recently, like within the last couple hundred years, virtually every fucking spot on the planet had a genocide of some form or another. Like, there's not one section of the world, save Antarctica, that didn't have something genocidal. Like, it was very, very popular. Oh, are they?
Why are they teabagging?
Well, because they're better than us, MadCircle. Don't you understand? Don't you understand, MadCircle? You have to let us know what time it is.
Okay.
You ready to turn on?
Bomb expert time.
I was gonna say, you want to turn on the juices? Want to remind them of their place? Now.
I'm extra time. And now I'll get welfare. That's what I need.
Watch yourself! Keep breathing. I got this. Shit, we ain't gonna survive this.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay, you're going for the teabag.
Good. Hit it.
That one's dead!
It's okay, I got a teabag in as well.
All done.
Hey, he spawned over there, so they're not over there.
And now I got a full upgrade in armor. So I'm at least going to kill one of them. Oh, there's one right there. He's going underneath.
Wow, he got screwed. There's another one underneath me.
Yep, he's coming up the back way.
Try some right there. This fucker ain't getting up.
That'll fucking teach him. Not so fucking good now, are they? So yeah, one of the bigger things, like I was saying, is killing off natives. That seems to be the flavor of the week with a lot of places. Australia, they were known for that. North America, fucking all of it, they were known for that. Another big one. Another big one. The Ottoman Empire. They were some fucking murdering motherfuckers.
Yes, they were.
The Armenians, twice they tried to fucking kill them off. Ironically, the Assyrians, or the people claiming to be Assyrians, which is a whole different topic. Someone's coming up, MadCircle.
Oh,
fuck. He was closer than I thought. Yeah, he's still down there on the right.
All right, good to go.
Oh, he hit you
with the molly.
With a molly, yeah. So yeah, like I was doing some research on this and just reading about all these documented cases of when and where, and so many. So many.
How did that bomb not get him though?
Good question.
How's he still alive?
Again, good question.
The bomb right there. Same.
Where?
There.
I'm no longer there. I am over here now.
Oh, we spawned back here behind you, so they are not here.
Yeah, I see one off in the distance over there. That is not...
You're shooting at him?
Thought that was a guy. It looked like a guy. Looked like a guy just kind of sitting there. Wasn't a guy, it was just a shadow. Oh, they're coming down though. They're coming down. It worked. They're coming down.
Wow, I got smoked from that.
Really? I shoot a guy, I get a molly. Same old story. Same old story. So yeah, so I can't really see an argument supporting genocide in a logical way unless you go back into ancient times where it was for survival. That's the only time you can really make that argument, because if you don't literally decimate the population and strip them of all the things that make them who they are, they come back and they fuck your life up. They come back a couple generations later learning from the mistakes, right? You can't have that when you have an empire to run, so...
Right, exactly.
Try some smoke! Fuck, we're getting up! Firefly!
Fuck, there was a guy on both sides. I was fucked. Alright, MadCircle, you got this.
Smoke on for size!
Just wanted to do that.
Good.
I don't care about anything else. Just wanted to do that.
I'll see if I can spot anything on the cams for you. I don't see them anywhere yet. One is in, two by the statue. You'll see them running. You also have radar, so I'm sure you can figure it out. You got this, Cirque.
I'm set. Watch your ass. That one.
You got another one? Holy shit. MadCircle70 obliterating the enemy. That was great. We might witness a genocide right here, folks. Oh no, MadCircle, no! Good game, bud. If you hadn't run out of bullets, you would have got him.
I know, ran out of bullets.
It's too bad. Too bad.
Yep.
So, is there anything else you want to add to this genocide conversation, MadCircle?
No. Genocide kind of is what it is. It's like the worst topic in history.
Yeah. It is literally the worst topic in history. Same group or different group?
It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Let's find a new group. Yeah, it's very popular, this subject. You know, I can't think of anybody who like it's kind of like saying people who legitimately think the Nazis were doing a good thing. Like you're not finding anybody with a legitimate argument. You can't find them. Oh, downtown.
Oh, bookstore. They just sent me hate mail.
Did they? How come I never get hate
Yeah.
mail? Or I did. They did. They sent me some calling me trash. That's fun. I haven't got hate mail in a while. Let's respond.
What'd you say?
I haven't said anything yet, but I'm about to say.
About to say. You just said about to say.
Let's engage in discussion. He says trash. I say, why is that? Let's hear why I'm trash. I would like to know why I'm such a horrible piece of shit, MadCircle70. So bad that I deserve to be thrown away.
There's a Firefly base close by.
Into the garbage.
Be careful and stick together.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage, Cirque. Because I did not win that match
Watch my ass.
in this video game.
Alright, man, I'm good to go.
I am only as worthy as what can be thrown away. I would love to hear why this is the case. Aren't you curious? Okay, we got some coming down the by the trains here.
Right there! Uniforms! Shit!
Ooh, fuck.
Firefly!
Thank you.
There's another one. Another one.
One more. Oh, he got launched.
Firefly, watch yourself!
No, my kill. Trying to steal my kills.
Ah.
Alright, good to go. Smoke, watch it! You got me. Keep them coming.
Yeah, boy. I think I'll sit here for a second.
Good to go.
That's why I decided to sit there for a second.
To try some smoke off for size.
That's what I get for being half health. Oh, I got teabagged again.
Oh, there's...
By Love Always.
Teabagged again?
Yeah, he teabagged me. Even though I literally just fucking obliterated him last time. But that's okay. That's okay. Mad Circle with the shiv. Surviving those bullets. Not surviving those bullets.
By mistake.
Bold strategy. Right, so somebody just mollied the fuck out of them.
Hey, I never knew about this spot. This spot's pretty good.
Oh, there was somebody behind me. Good thing I would have got two of them.
Don't worry, I got him.
Good.
Cover me.
There's one more. Rod is at the back of the hill.
He just said that's why you lost. like I give a shit about that.
You should take his advice. That's why you lost. Don't be trash, and you won't lose. It's that simple, MadCircle70. It's that simple. I'll tell you what. I'm going to take their advice and not be trash. Because I want to win games. That's the only way. It's the only way you can win games, Cirque. Oh, fuck. There was a guy right there. Named Wonder Woman. May not be a guy at all. Maybe I'm assuming gender here, and I shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of genocide.
I had a mouthful of drink when you said that. And I almost did not have a mouthful of drink.
Oh, crap.
After you said that.
All set. Watch your ass.
The other guy got me.
I'm down.
There's another guy right here.
Yep.
Firefly, watch yourself. Dead. Keep breathing. I got this.
I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it.
Thanks.
Look. Oh, I'm hurt.
Oh no! I didn't even see that smoke. That's too bad.
Where's my welfare?
Where is your welfare? It's a good question.
Watch my ass.
Oh, we lost a guy. Perfect timing.
All right, good to go.
Yep.
Right when it's close.
Hey!
Oh, he double shivved him.
Shit. I have to wrap this up.
Right,
All done. Let's go.
Ah, getting shot from the other side. No good. Oh, I'm spawned all the way over here. That's not good.
Look, Firefly, watch yourself.
Damn it. Come on, Wonder Woman. Cut me some slack here.
What did Wonder Woman do?
Shot me. Trying to shoot her friend. You just let me do that for a minute, please.
Just a second. I mean, come on now.
Like, is it really that unrealistic to think I should be allowed to do that from time to time? Alright, I'm behind you, but not that close. Okay, I gotta turn around. So come up this way.
Firefly, watch yourself.
Wonder Woman. Dead.
That one's dead. Time to wrap this up. Fuck! Can't keep going like this. Hey, right there! Uniform! That's one!
This one's dead too.
Good, and I got the one that came up.
Can I get my ammo? Can I get my ammos? I can't. They're stuck.
Not? That's too bad. You're not maxed out or anything, are you?
Nope. I got 2.
Wonderful. Oh, look at that. We took the lead.
Getting nerfed.
Alright, man, good to go.
Should I make a bomb?
Alright,
bomb, bomb, bomb.
Hey, tourist, over there!
Ah! Deal.
Look, Firefly! Down one, you.
Okay, I got comboed.
You got comboed.
Keep breathing.
Military pistol. You believe that?
I do.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, they're picking them up.
Only one of us is coming back. I'm buying armor. That's going to increase my odds.
Ah, I can't buy armor. I'm gonna buy bullets.
Should have bought armor.
That's all I can buy.
One of us is getting ripped off. Yes!
It's you.
I will bring great glory and honor to our team.
Or you'll die in 3 seconds.
Probably.
One down!
Shit, shit.
Boom!
Got a headshot.
Oh, there's a guy there. Come on. Oh, well. Oh, well. Good game, though. I haven't got a response from our friend as to why I'm trash. I'm disappointed.
Oh, it's because he's responding back to me.
He likes you more.
Apparently.
Alright, MadCircle70, you know what time it is?
What's that?
Time to ask me some fucking questions.
And welcome to another episode. Ask me some fucking questions.
Segment's called
with your
Ask Me Some
host,
Fucking Questions.
Matt Potts.
Me, yeah.
Or me?
Me, well, us, I guess. They're gonna ask us some questions. They're asking me questions, but you're here, so you can answer the question. It's not like I'm the only one that's allowed to answer the questions. You may, if you so desire. You can choose not to. You have the freedom. You have the freedom to answer or not answer these questions that have been asked of me to answer. So I guess it's ask us some fucking questions. But really ask me.
All right.
Okay? Okay. First question. If sour cream is already sour, why does it need an expiration date? MadCircle, would you like to take the lead on this one? You're fucking Googling it, aren't you?
No. It needs an expiration date the same reason why water needs an expiration date.
That is a good point. Would you like to elaborate on why?
To give white people the feeling of safety.
Yes, white people do need to feel safe, MadCircle. I can assure you, as a white man myself, I do certainly enjoy the feeling of safety. As opposed to the other cultures who don't enjoy it as much. Not the luxury of safety. Different subject. I mean feeling safe. Completely different level here. But I've actually researched this because I didn't know. I didn't know why, and so I decided I was gonna look this up, and I did. And as it turns out, sour cream is sour cream because of souring, and souring isn't the process of going sour. Souring is a process similar to fermentation, where what you do is you introduce acid, and in this case, bacteria is introduced, and it is lactic acid that is the acidity, and this whole process thickens it, and that is the process known as souring, which is why it's called sour cream, because it has been soured by the souring process, and it needs an expiration date because it's fucking dairy, and that shit will keep growing bacteria, and then you'll eat it and get really fucking sick. So that's why they have that. That is what I have come to understand of sour cream. And it's fucking delicious. Very delicious. Another question.
Next.
We'll go another one. Coke or Pepsi, and why? This is an easy question. MadCircle, do you have an opinion on this?
That was a question? Somebody brought that up?
Coke or Pepsi? Apparently it's a question to some people. The answer is very clear to me.
The answer is 100% clear to me. It's easy.
Okay, so what's your answer, MadCircle?
It's Coke.
Exactly. See? Everybody knows it's fucking Coke. Coca-Cola is clearly the king of soft drinks. There's no question.
Absolutely.
No question. Pepsi is tasty.
First.
Don't get me wrong. Pepsi's tasty. It's a tasty beverage. It's got the caramel. It's tasty. But it's no Coca-Cola. Not as big as Coca-Cola. Not as tasty as Coca-Cola. Not as meaningful and wholesome as Coca-Cola. In fact, if I had a Coca-Cola right now, I would be drinking it. That's what I would be doing. Not leaving it for someone else to drink like I probably would a Pepsi. And why? Why? Fucking obvious why. Because it's goddamn delicious. That's why. It tastes better. It tastes better. And I always thought it was such a fucking joke, this whole Coke versus Pepsi challenge. Like, people couldn't tell the difference between Coke and Pepsi. And like, which one's better? Oh, the Pepsi. Everybody knew which one was better. Everybody knew which one was better. I think if I would have been there at the live tasting, it would have been like 100 people would have been like, oh yeah, this is better. Oh, Coke, yeah, no surprise. And then one fucking dude was like, oh yeah, I think this one tastes better. Oh, it's the Pepsi. Let's put it in the commercial. That's exactly what happened.
And that's how genocide started.
Team Coke versus Team Pepsi.
In the area. There's uniforms skulking around.
Who do you think would win? There's an all-out war. Only one may survive. Coke, Pepsi.
All done. Let's go.
Who do you think would take it? They've both expanded past soft drinks. They have lots of products.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
We got one over by the bus still.
Am I left? Yeah. I think that was the guy that just disappeared. Never mind. All right. Next question.
I was only gonna do two, but I can do a third if you'd like.
Yep. Fire away.
All right. Give me 1 second here. Let me look. What do we got? By the way, that first question, the sour cream was by Urban Shoots, who asked it. Who asked about sour cream. Joel's Revolver asked Coke or Pepsi, and then he's also got a follow-up question. Follow-up question: if it takes moisture, light, and perception to see a rainbow, but the last thing is absent, is the rainbow still there? As in, the lack of perception. Is the rainbow still there? Interesting question. Okay.
It is not.
This now, do you feel like this is a tree in the forest scenario, or do you feel like there's okay?
If you cannot see it, it is not there.
Okay. And now, does it still happen? Is it still a thing, even if you don't see it?
Is it still a thing?
Yeah. Does it still does it still exist if you're not seeing it? Kind of like if a tree falls down in the woods and no one's there, does it make a sound? Well, it does, clearly, because trees make sounds. It's just you're not there to hear it.
Yes.
But does a rainbow still exist if no one is seeing it? And,
no, it doesn't.
And the thing is, I 100% agree with you, Mad Circle. And let me tell you,
the rainbow isn't formed until the light hits. Oh, I got shivved.
No.
What's this guy doing here?
Fucking camping.
I had a flank on him, and yeah.
Oh, he just left. I don't know where he went. I can't go.
There's
yet.
another one on the walkway with the bow.
All right then.
And that's the only two I see.
Watch yourself.
Damn it! These fucking guys. I think I got him pinned down over here, but I can't tell.
Look, he's looking at me.
What? Wow.
And down, huh?
Oh, of course I'm out of bullets. Really? Really? So yeah, the other guy got me. There you go. Good shiv, random teammate. Yeah, for a rainbow to be a rainbow, it requires the refraction to be visible, because otherwise it's not a rainbow. Like the color spectrum's still there, the moisture and light, those are still there, but without somebody to see and mentally interpret, it's a series of images or a series of colors in the form of that image. Oh, did you get smoked?
Nope, I smoked him.
Okay.
Gotta patch up.
I'm not gonna steal your kill. It can be your kill.
That's one.
No bombs?
No bombs.
Cool. So, Joel, to answer your question, no, rainbows aren't real until you see them.
Let's go.
Because it literally requires
the naked eye.
perception. Yeah, it literally requires the perception to be considered a rainbow. Light can still exist, moisture can still exist. That effect doesn't really exist. Now, if somebody can give me a logical explanation as to why that does not make sense, or why that is inaccurate, then I would be happy to... I'm sorry, I stole your kill. He was still standing. One guy on the bridge.
I'm hurt. Cover me.
Still on there?
That one's dead.
Still one up there. Oh shit! I got hit with a bow. Where'd I get hit with? Oh! Looks like my stick's bigger than your stick, bitch.
I stole your execution.
Good.
Shit. I have to wrap this up.
Call it even. I've stolen a couple of years now. It's only fair.
Gotta protect that KD.
Yes, sir. That's the stupidest thing. Like, why make executions part of the KD when they can be stolen? You could literally not put anyone down on their ass and have a 10-0 KD.
Yep.
Logically. This game, man. I've had so many things to say about this game over the years. Good and bad. It is the best and worst game at the same time. You know what I mean?
Ammo's fucking gone. Cover me. I gotta patch
Got bursted.
Why did you die?
Jordy and burst.
Ooh, I'll take that stick.
Good to go.
Alright, we're gonna go up the middle. Is that you
There's
spawn running behind me there?
Nope.
Two where?
There's two over here. In the bus depot. That's where they killed me.
Oh, they just decided to wait there?
They gotta be at the other end of the depot.
don't see anything.
I think N8V, whatever his name is over there, sees somebody.
Yeah, apparently he's taking care of business.
Sorry, sons of bitches!
Oh, I got somebody right here. I got two people right here.
Okay.
This guy has no head.
Good. Is that metaphorically speaking? Or
No, he literally had no head.
All done. Let's go.
Alright, I see nothing. Probably at the bus.
Probably.
I'm gonna go into the depot. Frolic.
Nah, they just came from that way. They gotta be coming to
No,
me.
they're still
Here they
over
are.
by the bus.
Yep, there's one here.
Fuck. Can't keep going like this.
I think they're all dead.
Give me a second.
All done. Let's go.
Yep.
All right, good to go. Can't keep going like this.
No, I want to kill. Save some for me, MadCircle. Don't just go
there's
in
one up
there
top.
and just obliterate them.
Okay.
Fucker ain't getting up.
I finished him off because he would have gone back inside.
He would have been inside.
Try some smoke.
Yeah, he would have gone back inside.
There's one over here. He's weak. Oh, there's a full auto guy right here too. He's got the shiv though. Or the 9mm to the back. The guy's lagging and he's still standing.
Turns down.
There he finally went down.
Hey, look, Firefly, watch yourself.
These guys keep dodging.
Bastards are on their last legs.
There's two left.
Indeed. Indeed. One left.
There's one left. He's right here.
Where are y'all?
Got him. I opened the box, so he can't open it now.
Is that how it works?
No.
Boom!
Is he not there?
Hey, look,
He's down there.
Fucking A! This place is ours.
All right.
Dead.
Good show. Good show. MadCircle.
And on that note,
You got time for another one? Or you want to call it? What's your schedule like?
no, that's good.
It's good? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good.
Yeah, this was wonderful.
I
on a good note.
Yeah, I think so. I think that is a good way to end it. I think to just kind of capture everything that that we were talking about, just to put it all together, I would have to say that my opinion still hasn't changed. Canadians are still vastly superior to the rest of the planet. I'm sorry. I've heard the other sides of the argument. I've heard the other side of the coin. I haven't heard a solid argument to counter that yet. So we'll just have to agree to agree. That's all. That's all we'll be able to do. You know.
But they speak French.
Sometimes they do. The collective they. MadCircle has been fun. It's been fun having you on.
It's been real.
Yeah, it's good to get back into some Telu, and it's good to have a real conversation and a fun conversation, and I hope that we can do it again.
Sure.
So with that, to all of those watching, if you want to submit your ideas of subjects that we could talk about, if you want to give me something to share my thoughts on, or if you want to ask me a fucking question, or if you have any interesting content that you'd like to share, you can find me on Discord, on my Discord group. You'll find it in the description below. You can also send me an email at mattpottsgamecast@gmail.com. And with that, thank you to MadCircle for joining me today. And that's it. That's all, folks. Goodbye. Have yourselves a good night.
Cheers.